walk on whoever they feel threatened by. And when the other birds get that vomit on them, slow them. Okay.
And those lonely houses that are on the like
Sheep houses.
this
The sheep house.
sheep like
Yeah.
like
Yes. Yeah, they like it's a place where they can go. The church you see here, you wouldn't notice unless I told you, but it's the only church in the Faroes that faces north and south.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That cat took pictures of me yesterday.
it doesn't show woodlands anymore.
Yeah, you just it's hard to capture the scale. That's how amazing this is.
Just about telling me about the houses. And that's come around.
Yeah. I like taking panorama. It's very, very muddy that way.
Norwegian couple, archaeologists, they also found a needle. And that was something that the natives did not have. So that was also the proof of the Northerners, the Vikings, that they actually made it all the way across the Atlantic. And they had a settlement there. Didn't end that well though. There's something about one of the Viking chiefs over there who then in the autumn,
Of course he does.
It's like 10 people. I'm talking about 10 different people.
Yes.
How much miracle is the Kaiser?
And you know, you didn't even have landscape architects back in the day, but I think it's the perfect spot for that church.
Yes. You go to church?
There are a few extras. Also because they have some vital infrastructure around in the area. They have an airport, they have a big power station.
It would be scary if you were
Right.
Yeah, well, again, it's not very explosive. It kind of just goes out. I mean, I saw one of the eruptions 2 years ago. It's one of the most fantastic things I've ever seen.
Well, any corruption is so kind of on the fringes.
If you can imagine how they picture movies like when the world is ending, the apocalypse, and you have these zombie-like people hanging around everywhere. That's kind of the feeling I had. Very interesting. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not. Oh, there is a beautiful view here.
Yeah, we're under the clouds. Fog cloud. Not that kind of scientist.
I hope our yesterday's friends are right and he's beneficial.
No, he's good. He's good. Even though the easterly winds, they also give fog down in Suðuroy, so he might well have a bit of fog down there today. It is amazing to fly.
I don't know, I feel like you should start your own like tour stop. We just go to your farm and feed sheep.
I've been actually thinking about that a few times in the spring because when they start to lamp in April, I drive out and I call them all together, and I grab as many lamps as I can every day and mark them. I think that could be cool for the kids that go to see that.
Oh yeah.
They're very adorable, the lamps as well. But
Yes.
the part where I cut the tip of the ear off might be a bit rough for some. There's a bit of blood involved, but it's a very sharp scissor. But that's how you mark your lamb. That's how you recognize what's your lamb and what's your neighbor's lamb. Because you always have some that will see the grass green on the other side.
Yep.
And for some strange reason, that is the case with both of my neighbors. They come into me, but I don't have any sheep that go into them. So
Clearly you have the best pasture.
I don't know.
Is it still pasture when it's on a hill?
I don't know. That's I cannot. I don't know that. It's about hiking and walking. Pastures are kind of made, huh? Or is it wild?
They're just flat usually.
Yeah.
Right? Pasture be like flat land where the things graze.
Well, yeah, anywhere where there's animals.
Yeah. So is it
Anywhere
still
where
a
there's
pasture if it's on the hill? Okay. It's okay. I'm still trying to figure out why if you're raising cows for slaughter, it's a ranch, but if you're raising cows for milk, it's a farm. Because they're dairy farms, not dairy ranches.
flatter? Really, yeah. But a ranch, you kind of have them, you know, free range walking around.
Usually ranches are for animals and farms are for
Animals.
farms are for growing crops.
Oh, I have family who have farms and they have animals.
But yeah, but then there's all these exceptions.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Sounds cooler to have a ranch.
I agree.
Sounds like you sound like a rich person.
Maybe it's the gate that makes the difference.
Yeah.
A ranch often have a
The big wrought
entry.
iron gate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And farms are more downscale.
I don't think you have ranches outside of America, huh? Or do you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
I mean, Argentina has huge ranches.
they have ranches as well. No, we just call it like a farm.
Argentina and Brazil both are very big beef producers.
Don't they say now beef is lots of
Oh yeah, huge.
But yeah, but there's a whole discussion about that because the carbon emissions are just circular. It doesn't release more than it takes. You know what I mean?
It's not any different than any other like higher
So-
the food chain animal, because it
Okay.
takes a lot of plants to feed the cow.
Yeah, and then the cows that produce the manure and the plants regrow and absorb that carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah.
And then the cows eat it again, and they release the emissions out. But it's I think it's the methane gas that they change it into that is a
Yeah.
problem. It's not carbon. So,
Yes, the
so